Hey, what's up, nerds? Hope you're doing well, and thank you so much for joining me for part 2 of the Mercadian Masques booster box opening. And gosh, I guess I was right, because judging by the lack of fanfare for part 1, I think nobody cares about Mercadian Masques. But hopefully these 12 packs will be a little bit better than the first 12 packs, and we'll actually get some foils. If there are no foils in these next 12 packs, I'm going to be kind of worried. Kind of worried that something's up with this box. So let's just jump into it, see what happens. All right, let's do this. Nothing to it but to do it, as they say. 4, 8, 12. Move our box out of the way here. And let's go. Starting off, Silverglade Pathfinder, Fountain of Cho, Chiron Negotiations, and a Cateran Overlord. This was a pretty cool card back in the day. I think this was even highlighted on some of the product packaging, maybe for some theme decks or something like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, awesome card back in the day. Terrible card by today's standards. Oh, we got a Snuff Out. That's good. Our $9 common or whatever. Brainstorm's always cool to see as well. Okay. No foils. No foils. I bet they're all just at the bottom, right? Maybe there's just some weird clumping in this box. I never did open a whole box back in the day. It was just packs of Mercadian Masques for me. And we got a Pangasaur. Whenever a player plays a land, return it to its owner's hand. Because 4 mana for a 6/6 was just so strong back in the day that it had to have a back-breaking downside that just renders it totally unplayable. Alley Grifters, Crash, Horn Troll, Sniper, Silverglade Elemental, Soothing Balm, Gush. Always like to see Gush. Another counterspell. Misshapen Fiend, dude. This card used to crack me up when I was young, too. He's just so fun. He's literally a Misshapen Fiend. 2 mana, 1/1 flying. Creatures used to be so terrible back in the day. It's like amazing how bad creatures used to be. Last Breath, Soothsaying, Boa, Cornered Market. Players can't play spells or non-basic lands with the same name as a card in play. No duplicates allowed. Counterspell, Misshapen Fiend, Sizzle. I used to put Sizzle in some of my burn decks. Oh, we got another Dark Ritual. Dude, this lack of foils is honestly kind of like weirding me out at this point. We've opened 15 packs and we haven't hit a single foil. And right on the back of the pack, it says premium card odds approximately 1 in 100. There are 15 cards per pack. So there should be a foil in an average of every 6.7 packs or so. So we're well over double the odds where we should have hit a foil. Pretty disturbing. Everything looks fine. I mean, there's a good variation of cards. It's not like we're getting tons of duplicates or anything else is weird so far. So not too sure what's going on. Let's just keep going. Customs Depot. Deepwood Tantive. That's an interesting word. Not sure what a tantive is. Must be from some kind of lore somewhere in history. Panacea. Power Matrix. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains flying, first strike, and trample until end of turn. Kind of a cool card. Pretty strong back in the day. I don't know if it ever saw a whole lot of play, but ooh, another snuff out. Brainstorm. Okay. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. It just seems so weird that this would be like any kind of, you know, like repack or anything like that. Can't be. This has to just be normal variants so far, right? Spontaneous Generation. Put a 1/1 green Saproling creature token into play for each card in your hand. Ancestral Mask. Snorting Gar. Pious Warrior. Crash, Horn Troll, Chomana's Blessing. Soothing Balm. Gush. Oh, thank the Lord. Oh, man. God, I can't even tell you guys how happy I am to see a freaking foil after, good Lord, how many packs? 12, 16, 17, 18? This is the 18th pack. Finally, we get a foil. Halfway through the box, we get our first foil. That is like, I'm sorry to be you know, dramatic right now, but that is just horrific odds. And these retro, beautiful old bordered foils are like a huge reason why I am opening this box in the first place. So thank goodness we finally got our first one. Man, this has been brutal. Don't know how much more of this I was going to be able to take, you guys. Fountain Watch. Artifacts and enchantments you control can't be the target of spells or abilities. Okay. Haha, snuff out. Hell yeah. Jovial Rider. It's a rebel. The whole reason this card is like not bad, and it actually saw some play back in the day, I believe, because it's a rebel. Energy Flux. All artifacts gain. At the beginning of your upkeep, sack this artifact unless you pay 2. I feel like this actually maybe saw a little bit of play back in the day, like some sideboard play and stuff, just because there were so many powerful artifacts in Urza's block. And we got to Clear the Land as the rare. Each player reveals the top 5 cards of his or her library, puts into play all tapped lands this way, and removes the rest from the game. Squall, Glider, Misstep, Fresh Volunteers. Literally just a white bear. 2 mana 2/2 that does nothing. And then a 3 mana 2/2 Swamp Walk. Dude, I'm not kidding. Creatures were so horrible back in the day. It is honestly incredible how much times have changed. Alright, you guys. This is our 20th pack. We have 1 foil so far. Squallmonger. Box art. Is that a good omen? Hope so. Henge of Ramos. Crenellated Wall. It's another word for $10,000, Alex. All right, so we've gotten our foil rare here, and it's a Pulverize. 6 mana sorcery. Destroy all artifacts. Sack 2 mountains instead of paying its mana cost. Alright. You know, it's a foil rare. Probably wouldn't have been our first choice of foil rare, but it's foil rare. It's not a Rashad and Port. still hope there's a port somewhere in the box, or maybe this box could give us an extra foil rare for like screwing us so bad. That'd be nice too. Brawl. 5 mana instant. Until end of turn, all creatures gain tap. Creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature. Wow, that is just an absolute brawl. Gush. Got a Fiend. Chris Mage. Vine Trellis. Hoodwink. Brute. Bouncer. Okay. Man. This box has been, honestly, pretty brutal so far. Borderline, not sure this was smart to open. Unnatural Hunger. Another cool piece of art. Beginning of the upkeep of enchanted creature's controller. Natural Hunger deals to that player damage equal to the enchanted creature's power unless he or she sacrifices another creature. I remember this card. I've literally cast this card before. Flailing Soldier. Deepwood Drummer. Oh. Foil Maggot Therapy. Oh boy. Okay. We got a Foil Maggot Therapy. Foils were just like so rare back in the day. It's like hard to explain. You have to show. It's like I didn't get my first foil. I had to open 18 packs of Mercadian Masques to get my first foil. It's like that's how special foils were back in the day. You had to open that freaking many. Hanger. Shoving Match. Desert Twister. And Chiron Toy. Super crazy card. Crazy ass art. Put a charge counter. Remove X charge counters. Add X plus 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know. You can charge it up, but that's pretty darn slow. Brainstorm. Can we get like a foil Brainstorm or a foil Counterspell? Foil Dark Ritual? Like a cool foil? That would be so cool if we could just get a cool foil. Well, last pack for part 2, guys. At least we got a few foils out of it, but pretty uninspiring so far. Saprison Air. Another beautiful card. I always liked this card. The art is just so good. Therese Nielsen, that explains it. It's just such a regal, beautiful illustration. 2 mana 1/1 Merfolk. Whenever it becomes blocked, you may draw 3 cards. But it's a 1/1, so it's going to die. Unless a wall blocks it. Drake Hatchling. Dark Ritual. Wild Jovel. It's a hill giant. 4 mana 3/3. That's what you call a hill giant. Caterpillar. Inviolability. Alabaster Wall. Dehydration. We're feeling pretty dehydrated from this lack of foils, guys. Well, none of these rares are really no heavy hitters yet. Definitely no heavy hitters yet. And we already pulled our foil rare from the box. There's usually only 1 foil rare per box, and it's Pulverize. Could be worse, could be better. And then we've still got a Hanger and a Maggot Therapy as 2 other foils. So 36 packs in the box. You should get somewhere between like 5 to 7 foils per box. And yeah, so we should get at least another 2 foils in part 3 of the opening. But man, I don't mean to be disappointed. It's fun to see all these old cards. It's just, you know, you always hope you're going to get a good box. Hasn't been the best box so far. Please stay tuned for part 3 and see if the disappointment continues or if there's a redemption arc coming. And yeah, subscribe, catch part 3. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.